Majority of our society nowadays has cell phones and they use them quite frequently, or some would say we use them constantly. And although these cell phones are an important part of our everyday lives, it's important to remember to not get distracted by them when we're driving. The National Safety Council gives statistics of 100,000 people in 2012 had fatal car accidents due to distracted driving. And although we'd like to think this number is accurate, it most likely isn't, because people don't always tell the truth when doing surveys like this one. But put yourself in a situation where someone you're driving with is using a cell phone, texting, talking, whatever it may be. Would you tell them to stop? What would you do if you ended up like the people in this car? Dead, most likely. There's a motorcycle sitting in the front seat of this vehicle due to distracted driving. And the American Automobile Association, commonly known as AAA, their slogan is hang up and drive. This is one of the best slogans I've heard for distracted driving. It's simple, just hang it up, wait till you're done driving. According to Focus Driven, 80% of all crashes are due to some sort of distracted driving. And most states now have a ban on cell phones while driving. Some states are more lenient than others. You may have a headset in, but you still have to have one ear exposed for the outside traffic noise. Many of you don't have children yet or don't even plan on having children, but if you do, or if you did have children in your vehicle, would you continue to use your cell phone, knowing that you are 6 times more likely to be in a car accident than if you were driving drunk? And this is statistics from Edgar Snyder and Associates. From my own experience, I learned to drive from my parents. One was a great driver and the other was not so good. And as many of you learned how to drive was from your parents. How would you feel if you're driving and somebody swerves? Well, you're going to swerve. It's going to scare you a little bit. But what about when it's the person you're with that's driving, that's doing the swerving because they're being distracted by a cell phone or GPS system? It scares you. You don't want them to use it anymore. All because they're not paying attention. According to Edgar Snyder and Associates, 11 teenagers die each day because of cell phone use while driving. And 56% of the teens surveyed reported to use their cell phones while they drive. And this is knowing teenagers are 4 times more likely to be in a car accident than adults when using a cell phone. There are many organizations that support distracted driving, no cell phone use, no GPS, no anything that will distract you while you're driving. I chose Toad organization. You can volunteer your time or donate your money. You may volunteer by being on the Tadpole Patrol team, which is a cute name, I thought. Or you may donate money to them by using a valid PayPal account. They also have the option for business owners to donate money as well. This is a great organization for people who choose to do either. Some simply don't want to donate time or money, so you can log on to the Distracted Driver Foundation and you can sign an oath to not drive while using your cell phone. This foundation is great for people with teenagers or those who are about to get their license, because we know how scary it is when your teenager is about to get their license. Of course, they are always more likely to be in a car accident than an adult or somebody who has much more driving experience. And although we know how driving and texting affects us and it affects ourselves, people do it every day and it's breaking the law regardless of harming others. Many of the accidents in vehicles are due to distracted driving, like I said, whether it be cell phone use, GPS use, or bending down to pick a piece of paper up off the floorboard. But that 1 second that you go to look down might be the 1 second the person in front of you decides to slam on their brakes. Or what if a dog runs out in front of you. How would you feel? That would be horrible, all because a text message was more important than driving at the moment. So everybody needs to be aware, stay aware, and get others aware. Most importantly, keep your children aware and don't drive with your children in the car if you decide to use a cell phone. I best suggest to drive safely and stay off your cell phones, hang up and drive.